All right. As someone who owns all three of the main DSs, I know this one's not the original, but I wanted to go on here and say which one is better. For anyone who's thinking about getting a DS, which is the one you should go for? Now, there's a couple things to factor in here. This one has Game Boy Advance support, so if that's something you care about, this is the one you're going to want to go with. But in general, it lags behind a bit. But this is the most portable out of them all. When it folds up, this thing is tiny, and it has a great battery life as well. Definitely the cheapest option currently, I believe, but it's pretty close with the 2DS. This one's not a bad option for certain, but it's probably not the best one if you want to play DS and 3DS games, obviously. Then it comes down to the 3DS XL, which is the one I have, because those are the only ones I can speak on. I have the XL, and then got the 2DS here as well. Now, I've played on both of these for a significant amount of time. Probably put too many hours into it. For the 3DS XL, has the 3D feature. It makes me nauseous, but sometimes when you get the right angle on that, it is pretty nice. It's interesting to use, for sure. It's definitely interesting. It has the best feeling joystick, I think. I know this one, obviously, it's missing the thumb pad, so this one's disqualified. But feel-wise, I like how this one is a little bit more, it's a lot more portable. You can fit this in a pocket. This is not going in a pocket. You can't carry this on you reasonably. Even with the case over there, you could put it in a backpack, but it's just not going to cut it for portability. If portability is something you don't care about, you should absolutely get the 2DS. It is significantly cheaper. The form factor on the hands is so perfect for playing most games just because of the curve. This groove fits perfectly into your palm. Perfect centering for the thumb. This is naturally where my thumb goes. And I believe, yeah, it's the same on the left side as well. This one has the absolute best form factor when it comes to you want to play the games. And any game where you need to use the triggers, look at these beasts of triggers, as opposed to the 3DS XL. You got these little rinky-dinky triggers. They're not nearly as good as the 2DS. Like, this thing, opposed to all other DS and 3DS models, is the most comfortable by a long shot. And it's the cheapest as well for ones that can play 3DS games. It's just an absolute wonderful form factor. And the battery life on all of these is pretty good. I haven't charged these in months, or I think years for the 2DS. I bet it'd turn on right now. It does. It does. It is just the absolute best way if you plan on playing any significant amount of gaming on the DS or 3DS, anything like that. Got, I don't know if it's coming across at this angle, but custom Sonic background before the eShop shut down. Then Pokemon Bank, the ever-coveted Pokemon Bank. I'm going to turn that back off. Let it live another few more years here. But 2DS, and I know people in the comments are probably going to talk about modding, because I've seen that quite a bit. For modding, I know that if you plan on modding, you're probably going to want to go 2DS. Nobody talks about the 2DS being the best way to do it, but it really is, because this one, it's heavier, and the triggers just aren't as great, and my thumb kind of overshoots these, so I have to curl it back. It's not nearly as comfortable as the 2DS. So even if you're modding, 2DS is the way to go. Just get a nice SD card and pop that baby in there. And I think with that, 2DS is the way to go. Unless you want better graphics, in which case skip these. I've heard the AYN Thor. If you know what that is, that's premium. But when it comes to price and comfortability, nothing even comes close to the 2DS, and not the XL one. The XL has the exact same problems that the 3DS and the 3DS XL has. Because I've played a 3DS before. It's just like this, but a little bigger and with a thumbstick. But overall, 2DS, extremely comfortable, fits in your hands well, great library. You have the DS and the 3DS, and you don't have the 3D feature, which is the only drawback, but nobody should reasonably need the 3D feature to be part of this gaming system. It works perfectly well as a regular gaming system. And especially if you want to mod it, this would be the way to go, because you can get a lot more done just with playtime alone, because this is super comfortable in the hands. Despite its goofy look, it is wonderful to use. And I believe that shall be all for today. This is definitely the way to go. And with that, I leave you a good day. Feel free to comment if you disagree with me, and leave a like if you feel so inclined. And with that, hope you have a good day.